In the shadowed heart of the ancient, overgrown Greenwood Cemetery, a solitary mausoleum stood more silent and imposing than the rest. Its cold marble facade, adorned with weeping angels and faded inscriptions, had long deterred the locals from venturing near after dusk. It was said that the mausoleum housed the remains of Eleanor Cadwell, a woman whose mysterious death in the late 19th century remained a topic of whispered speculation. One crisp October evening, a group of teenagers, driven by the thrill of a dare and the boldness of youth, decided to explore the Cadwell Mausoleum. Armed with flashlights and a mix of fear and excitement, they pushed through the rusty cemetery gates under a crescent moon. As they approached the mausoleum, the air grew inexplicably colder, and a low mist began to curl around their ankles. The door to the mausoleum, a heavy slab of stone, was slightly ajar, as if inviting them inside. With a collective breath, they entered, their lights slicing through the thick darkness within. The inside of the mausoleum was more ornate than its exterior suggested, lined with crypts richly carved with symbols of the occult, pentagrams, eyes within triangles, and phases of the moon. At the center lay a black marble sarcophagus, its lid etched with the effigy of Eleanor, her eyes closed in eternal slumber. One of the braver teens, Alex, dared to approach the sarcophagus. Hands trembling, he traced the cold, sharp lines of Eleanor's carved features. As his fingers brushed over the sealed lid, a sudden, sharp gust of wind extinguished their flashlights, plunging them into darkness. Panic ensued as the air filled with the soft, terrifying sound of a melody, like a music box playing from the depths of the tomb. The song, mournful and eerily familiar, seemed to seep from the very walls of the crypt. As their eyes adjusted to the darkness, the teens saw it, the effigy of Eleanor slowly opening her eyes, revealing gleaming, unnatural light within. Screaming, the group stumbled towards the exit, but the door had shut tightly behind them. With hearts pounding, they watched in horror as the figure of Eleanor rose from the sarcophagus, her movements unnaturally smooth, her gaze fixating on each of them. In turn, at Eleanor's voice, when it came, was a whisper, yet it filled the space with chilling clarity. "You have awakened me, and so you shall replace me," she intoned, as her spectral form floated closer, her hands outstretched in a desperate scramble. The teens pushed against the door, finally forcing it open and spilling out into the night. They ran without looking back, the haunting melody of the music box chasing them through the fog. The next morning, the cemetery was calm and undisturbed, the mausoleum door once again slightly ajar. Inside, everything appeared untouched, except for the sarcophagus lid, which was firmly in place. However, deep within the mausoleum, the air hummed softly with the remnants of a music box's melody, and the crypts seemed to whisper with the echoes of new secrets, waiting for the next unwary soul to discover them.